Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a get ready with me, a long overdue one, but it is a summer baby shower, so stay tuned for the final look. So getting right into it, I'm using the new NYX foundation, which is a matte foundation. If you haven't watched the video that I filmed, I'm going to link it up here right now. Anyways, it's a really beautiful color match, but it is a matte foundation, so I feel like you just kind of have to go a little bit quicker unless you kind of use a primer that works well. But because I have oily prone skin, I am happy with the dry foundation. Like, this is a blessing for me. Anyways, I'm just blending it along with my flat Sephora brush, and then I'm just making sure I get my eyelids, because you know you want to make sure you're even, obviously. The next thing that I'm going to be using, and the next product, is going to be the NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm just going to apply this as a base on my eyelids. To be honest, I usually use the NARS Soft Matte Concealer just because it's a way better base. This is creamy, so it doesn't work the best, but I don't remember where I put it at this point, so this is what we're gonna do today, or use today. Next I'm using my standard Morphe eyeshadow as a transition shade, and I'm lightly, and emphasis on lightly, using this on my eyelids. So the reason why I'm saying lightly is just because it's a baby shower. Like, I'm not trying to go like full beat eyelids. I'm just trying to go with like a softer look, so I'm not packing this on. And this color, when you pack it on, is vibrant. Like, it is, yeah. You can definitely see it. So I'm just trying to lightly, ever so lightly, apply that to the crease and a little bit above the crease of my eye. And next I'm just going to lightly use, or I'm going to use the Becca Shimmer Skin Perfector in Topaz, and I'm just going to lightly put that under my brow. I like to do the highlight of under my brow before I go full force on my eyelid, because then everything blends with, it just blends easier. I don't really know how to explain it. Next I'm going in with my handy dandy Morphe palette that's been through hell and back, and I'm going in with that one shade at the bottom, and I'm just using this to deepen the outer V of my eye. I'm doing this because I usually would use like a darker shade or like a darker brown, but I'm trying to go with a light color, like I said. So I'm just using this with like a small tapered or medium tapered brush, really. And I'm just blending. I want this to be buff. I want this to really like blend out, and like I said, I would say a slight smoke. Yeah, definitely a slight smoke. So the key of this all is just keep on blending. So at this point I've put quite a bit more product. I'm slowly building it up. I'm not putting like a whole bunch and then trying to blend it out and make it work. I'm just like slowly building it a little more smoky as I go. So the next product I'm going to be using is from the Naked 3 palette, and it's going to be the color Nooner, and I'm going to apply that to kind of cut my crease, but not really, like a very subtle cut. So I'm just working that above my crease, and about 2/3 of my eyelid is the best way to put it. Mental mathing it right now, but yeah, so I'm just applying that on both lids. Don't be scared to be a little bit messy, because I'm going to go in with the same brush I did with applying my outer V, and I'm just going to not adding any new product, but I'll just like smoke it just to kind of blend everything together. But right now I'm just packing that on. This is a really light color. When I typically do this, I like to use a base that will pop, so that it's just a lot easier of an application process, and you're not like packing on color that's just disappearing every 2 seconds for like every single moment. It kind of takes some time, but I was ill prepared for this video, so don't judge me. And at this point I'm just kind of fixing the area, because I wanted to blend seamlessly within each other, the outer V color from the Morphe palette and this Nooner. So I'm just kind of like taking it out, and I want more of the Nooner to be like more real estate on my eye, using more real estate than obviously the outer V. The outer V is just supposed to be like a complimentary type of, ooh, like she did that, like she came out for a little bit of fun today. Anyways, now I'm going to be using the color Liar in the same palette, and this is going to make that color pop. They complement each other really well. Actually, all of the colors in this palette complement each other really well. It's actually one of my favorite palettes. And I'm using my fingertip because it kind of warms it up a bit. Honestly, it could be a total lie, but to me, it warms it up a lot more. And like, I don't know, for some reason, just the application process with your finger is just a lot easier when you're going with shimmers. Now I'm just using that same brush and just making it blend more. And I'm using a clean brush at this point and trying to use that product to get in the crease of my eye, which is difficult with my finger. Spraying it with Fix Plus to now get this pop. Oh, this is like one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup when I'm using shimmers, especially this palette that has a lot of shimmers, like pressed shimmers. It really helps to make it pop. The only thing is this brush, I don't know if it was like absorbing my whole life of eye products, but I had to keep spraying it and wetting the brush, which was really annoying. Usually I don't use this brush. Actually, I've never used it before. Usually I just use a different flat one that I have from Sigma, and it works wonders. It works absolute wonders. But anyways, this is doing what it needs to do. So check out my current contouring and concealer routine, which I'll link also. I just didn't want to add it to this video because I didn't want to waste 20 minutes of your time. I wanted it to be like a nice, crisp 10-minute video. Now I'm going in with my handy dandy favorite drugstore product, which is this NYX liquid liner, which is all of like $3. I feel like it's one of the best liners I've ever used in my life. Now, what I will say on the downside is that the tip, when you've used it for so long, doesn't always get as sharp as you want it. So oftentimes you feel you're doing that whole, you have sisters, not twins, and then you're just trying to build it and build it, or like trying to fix your eyeliner, fix it, and then it just keeps getting like bigger and bigger. That can kind of happen. But other than that, I absolutely love this liner. And just because it's my personal preference, I love when my eyes look bigger, especially because if I'm gonna have a glass of wine, they end up looking smaller. So I'm using a white NYX pencil. And I'm going in with the same Becca Topaz as before. And I'm just going to highlight in my general favorite areas. It is a cream highlight, so I probably should use my finger, but for some reason I'm still getting used to the technique of using my finger to apply my highlight. And I'm okay. At this point, I was okay with like a soft highlight because, like I said, I was going to a baby shower. I didn't want it to be like doing the absolute most. So I'm just, ooh, do you see that? Ooh, oh, she's ready. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do the absolute most. Anyways, I'm going in with this color Violetta from MAC. And before I do that, sorry, I forgot to take a photo of it, but I'm going in with this lip liner, which is Vino from MAC. This is a staple lip liner. I feel like it's like always there. And I use this a lot when I'm dealing with pinks, purples, mauves, or whatever, just to make it blend more with my darker skin tone. And it works absolute wonders. I was talking to my sister because we were running late for the baby shower, so and my mom, I think, brought me watermelon. So between chewing and talking, I do apologize about that. Anyways, other than that, I'm just kind of making it look transitional, and I'm applying the Violetta now, and it has this beautiful like translucent, not translucent, like a tint of like a bluish color, but it's a purple. And what I love the most with doing to my purple colors, sorry, my lip colors, is adding a little bit of white to make it look, give it an ombre effect and make it pop. It's one of my favorite things. I just didn't have my sharpener. I was ill prepared. I didn't have my sharpener, so I'm just like lately tapping it, trying to make it work. But other than that, it usually comes out bomb as hell. It looks beautiful, and people are like, ew, what did you do? And this is my final look. I was at the baby shower, which was beautiful. I was at an art gallery, you know, people doing it beautifully and extra for their children. I love it. It's so me. I had this top from Dynamite, these jeans from Topshop, so comfortable. These shoes from Steve Bannon, so uncomfortable, but they're really pretty, so I always wear them, but then I'm like, why did I do this to myself? I complemented the look with a blazer or little throw that I got at Burlington. I forget the brand. The bag and this belt were made by me. If you guys want to know how, let me know. And then earrings and necklaces from online boutiques. And that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.